So you're with this company Lower.
Yeah.
Lower.com.
6 years.
6 years, going on 7.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in Chicago. There's some big mortgage brands in the greater Chicago land.
Yeah.
You all choose Lower. What's your thought process as an originator? Because where you are, you're big time, right? You can choose whatever employer you want to be with.
Yeah.
But you choose Lower. What's your thought process behind this?
Well, our company that we worked with, we were at Pearl Mortgage. They got acquired by CCM. We had a chance to go with CCM. We checked it out. There was nothing wrong with CCM, but we're like, hey, we're free agents now, right? We love working at Pearl. It was a family there. It was great. The owners decided to sell it out to CCM, so we started looking around.
5 minutes later.
And we compared our opportunity at Cross Country with a bunch of other ones, right? There was in Wisconsin, there was out west, out east. So we probably interviewed 5 or 6 different companies before settling. We wanted to go to a place where we felt that we could grow. We felt that we controlled our own destiny, and that we felt was small enough that we could be a big fish in a smaller pond instead of going with a larger company that was competing with all of the other bigger companies like Guaranteed Rate. We talked to everybody, and the 4 partners that we met with, it was hand in glove. It was a perfect fit. We got along great with all of them. They got along great with us. We had a vision. They bought into our vision of growth. We've grown it into this year we'll be back to $1 billion. We'll hopefully be off to a huge start the first 4 months of the year. We've acquired a couple of different groups already this year with the help of you and the help of Montgomery and the help of others at Lower to help us grow our business. Plus a lot of the things that we were working on that were stagnant the past couple of years are finally starting to come to fruition. And we control our own destiny here, right? And that's the best part. We have access to leadership when we need to have access to leadership. It's our own brand. Like here in Chicago, I'm Team Hochberg, okay? Out in Iowa, my partner John Cornish and his team, Louis, it's Key Mortgage. Okay, so we brand ourselves, so that was important to us.
Yeah.
And we have the support, the underwriting's fantastic, the back end, the processing, the pricing, the systems, it all works.
Oh, you said it best. I almost want to cue Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows you. I wish I could sing, right?
Where everybody knows your name.
But sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, right? Whether you're a client, whether you're a customer, whether you're a loan originator or branch manager, there's something about being big enough that you won't be swallowed up, but small enough that you do matter, where you're not just a number. For me, it was the one thing that really attracted me to look this direction. Then once I got to know the people, guys like you, guys like Mike Baines, sold it. Right, just absolutely sold it and said, this is where I want to spend the next 10 years of my career.
Yeah, and there was nothing wrong with the other companies that we interviewed with. We probably would have been hugely successful there. It's just that at the time, Homeside, right, we met with Chris Miller, we met with Mike Baines, we met with Dan Snyder. They were great, and we had fun, and they, if we needed something, we called them. They're like, yeah, no problem, we'll get it done. There was some tug of war on some things, but we worked it out, right? It wasn't like ramming, 2 Rams batter, like, hey, we got this challenge, how are we gonna overcome it? Boom. I just talked to Baines today about something, a marketing thing. He called me, asked me, we've got a marketing initiative going on. He's like, hey, what do you think? How's it going? And what he thought and what I thought. I gave him some advice. Hey, I think we need a little more time. I think there's a certain way that we should be doing it. And I gave him my advice. He's like, you know what? I never thought of that. I appreciate that. How many company owners are doing that?
Yeah.
Right?
Rare.
Right. He's calling me. I'm like, all right, Baines, call me. I was talking to my partner, Anna. I'm like, we're in the middle of something. I'm like, hey, Baines, call me. I gotta go.
By the way, this is one of the founders, right? Founder, owner,
CEO.
Calling you. Yeah.
Right. CEO.
Calling you up, getting your input on something.
And this is how close we are.
That's fantastic. That is the type of company that you and I have aligned ourselves with. That's the type of company. Anybody wanted to join Team Hochberg, or we're interested in just another opportunity at Lower, they can reach out to Dave or reach out to me, and we'd be more than happy to walk them through why we chose Lower as our forever home.